Yo, what is going on, everyone in the XRP community? Hope you guys are having yourselves a fantastic day today. As usual, I have some additional information today coming straight from the horse's mouth of the MoneyGram CEO, and his name just so happens to be Alex as well, which I think is pretty awesome. But this is not some information from yesterday. This was a podcast. This was like a 9-minute, 8-minute podcast that just came out today with Alex Holmes, the CEO of MoneyGram. And guys, you really need to hear what he actually says about XRP. Yeah, I understand we're not getting, a 50, 60, 80, 100% plus pump. But again, guys, keep in mind, this is just one institution announced using XRP. And this is of hundreds and hundreds of partners that Ripple is currently working with. So keep that in mind. Yeah, okay, sure, we're not getting the big moonshot off this MoneyGram news, but keep in mind, guys, there are some much bigger institutions that Ripple's working with, and guys, MoneyGram is just the start. So let's go ahead and get right into it. XRP still maintaining that 40-cent level, and we're looking here on the fib retracement to retrace somewhere around the 40-cent area. I'm honestly expecting it to kind of come down to 40 cents and then go ahead and test it and bounce. Same thing with Bitcoin. It's in kind of an area where it's like getting really close to support. As you can see here, we've come down to support. We wicked right off it. We wicked off it again, and now we're going back towards it. So hopefully we can wick off this thing again and keep making higher highs and get to that beautiful 10K range. However, if Bitcoin does break down to the downside, people are saying out there that this could actually be triggering an alt season. So surprisingly enough, when alt season does come around, it's actually funny, Bitcoin doesn't move at all. So actually, really, as XRP investors, our kind of best case scenario here is for Bitcoin to break to the downside, and then these traders start liquidating their positions on Bitcoin and then putting that into sweet XRP. So again, still I am very grateful that we are still maintaining the 40-cent range. I'm still impressed with that. Keep in mind, guys, yeah, we're not pumping instantly, but again, the long-term utility value of XRPs is going to drive the real momentum, not just quick, hypey announcements, okay? So let's go ahead. Let's get right into it. Now, before I show you this amazing statement, and we're going to go ahead and listen to this whole, there's about 8 minutes of this where it talks, this MoneyGram CEO and this guy from this KRLD news radio, man, he just keeps talking XRP. So let's go ahead, get into it. One thing I really do want to show you guys, and this is just a message to you guys, don't take CNBC seriously. They are literally a meme when it comes to reporting cryptocurrency. Look at this. So they say Facebook's Libra, backed by real money, unlike Bitcoin. Yeah, because pieces of paper that are issued by the government, yeah, that's real value right there, right? So again, they say backed by real money, unlike Bitcoin. Put dollar or another currency in, get equal worth amount of Libra, kind of obvious. Money reserve meant to limit volatility, but again, what do they not talk about? The extreme level of centralization that this brings up, and also they don't mention the fact that 7 central banks are already creating a report on this. And Michael Arrington just tweeted out about a half an hour ago. He's saying that basically this is going to be a disaster, most likely just like Facebook credit. So if you guys do want to do a little bit of your own research, I'm not going to talk about this in today's video, but I did go over it on stream. Look up Facebook credits, Wikipedia. They literally already tried to do the same thing and it failed. So right now what they're doing with Libra, it's just Facebook credits with a Ferrari shell on it. I kid you not. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. Again, I got to give credit to C3 for giving us these quotes and giving us a link to this actual podcast. It says, breaking interview with the MoneyGram CEO is online. XRapid is going to enable us to improve our global settlement, foreign exchange, and liquidity management processes in a pretty dynamic way. Now, that's not the real kicking statement here. Listen to this right here. We are going to move this forward, talking about XRP and XRapid. We are going to move this forward in a very large, tangible way. Tangible meaning a lot of users are going to get the full-on tangible experience of getting instantaneous payments and saving a lot of money, because imagine MoneyGram's going to end up lowering their fees and really knocking Western Union out of the park. And it's really funny today, Western Union, I don't know if it was the CEO, but it was somebody from Western Union that tweets out today, and they were saying, oh man, if we try to go too fast in the digital age of payments, it's not going to be good for businesses. I'm like, really? Give me a break. Western Union trying to defend their own model. And if you guys don't really know how Western Union's revenue model really works, is they overcharge like crazy for transaction. I mean, they have some insanely high rates, so it's in their best interest to say that, if we bring in fast digital payments too quickly, it could be really bad for businesses. It's like, you know what? Nope. Really, what MoneyGram's saying there, or what Western Union is actually saying there, is that yeah, we're kind of screwed, and we just they're basically admitting they're screwed right there. So pretty funny stuff from the Western Union executive on Twitter today. But again, guys, from MoneyGram, we are going to move this forward in a very large, tangible way. So I imagine that XRP is going to be scaled up to a lot of volume in the near future. Let's go ahead, guys. I'm not going to, so I want to actually play this whole thing for you guys, but I'm going to kind of pause along the way and, make some, kind of have some commentary on these statements. But you guys, this just came out today. Man, you guys really, really need to hear this. And if you're an XRP investor, which you obviously are if you're watching this video or soon to be, just wow. Guys, this is one of the this is like a top 3 global remittance provider saying that they are going to move forward with XRP in a very large way. And speak of the devil, Bitcoin just crossed back over 9K. Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead, guys. Let's give this a listen.
Ripple brings exactly that with their XRP platform, which really is going to enable us to improve our global settlement and foreign exchange and liquidity management processes in a pretty dynamic way.
Okay, so explain to me. So right now you've got agreements with literally thousands and thousands of points all around the world where anybody can walk in Kuala Lumpur and send money, and I can pick it up in Frisco, Texas within an hour or something or other. How is this going to be different, and how is it going to be better?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. So, and I think that's probably maybe the biggest misunderstanding about actually how our business model works. And so we have partners in over 200 countries around the world, 350,000 physical ones, and access to, a couple billion bank accounts.
And also, do keep in mind, Western Union deals with about $600 billion in remittances a year. That's around $2 billion a day, just from one company that could come through the XRP ledger. Let's keep listening.
Online capabilities and digital capabilities. But, the brilliance of our business model is really that exactly what you said. You can send money from the U.S. by walking into a location or going MoneyGram.com, and it can be picked up any country in the world, literally in a couple of minutes. For the consumer, that ability and that real-time capability enables a sender and a receiver to pair off on that transaction, literally at that speed, which is really compelling and interesting because most people are very sensitive about money. They want to make sure their money is safe and gets where it needs to be. And so we've been doing this for years, and I think we're extremely good at it, and it's extremely efficient. But what a lot of people don't understand is that actually moving money cross-border is very complicated, and having operations in 200 countries is extremely complicated. And you have to have on-demand liquidity to settle with all of our partners. And so the way our business really works is that our partners that we have in all these countries are collecting money or paying out money on our behalf to our consumers, and then we have to settle with them every night and collect our money or top up their money if they've done payouts for us. And so that can be a very slow and expensive and kind of a little bit of a clunky process. I think we do it really, really well, but there are a lot of inefficiencies in it. So here comes Ripple with blockchain technology and their XRP service that is really going to enable us to move a lot of those needs to a much more real-time, on-demand liquidity. So, for example, if we move, like, in a day, say, $10 million to a country, we have to have literally $10 million in that country to pay out those transactions at the end of the day. But not every day is the same, and the amounts differ. What you can do with blockchain technology is really move that money real-time and make sure that you're matching off your funding needs with the payment flows much more dynamically. And so this is a huge opportunity. Yeah.
And that's where the aha moment comes in. Yes, this is very difficult technology to understand, but it is very, very much worth your time to understand it because of the capability of the benefits you experience, guys. Like 70 to 80% savings on the back end. You're saving money because you don't need as much manpower to move this money around. I mean, there is just nothing but benefits when leveraging XRP. And honestly, this is music to my ears, and we're not even close to being done yet.
Suddenly it just occurred to me. I see exactly what you're doing. So you're saving money, but also you're saving, capital exposure during the interim, and thereby coming I guess, being able to move the money faster.
Exactly. And again, it's not the consumer's experience because their experience is going to be the same. But for us, it's going to greatly change the way in which we can move money and efficiencies associated with that, which is good for the consumer because it provides an even better product, which theoretically with lower prices, lower costs, becomes much more valuable to all of our players and our partners around the world.
So a lot of times, if I walk into a convenience store here and I send U.S. dollars, it's coming out as rupees or lira or something else on the other end. Does this help that?
Well, exactly. So when we're transacting around the world, we transact in more than 120 different currencies. And so all of the bank accounts that we have around the world that we use to do our global settlement operations and capabilities all contain various amounts of different foreign currencies. Now, we're an American company, and we're listed on NASDAQ, and we file documents with the SEC. So we have to convert a lot of that money back to U.S. dollars for, bringing money back to the United States to fund our operations. And so that can be expensive. Foreign exchange management, trading foreign currencies, buying those currencies is complicated. And our consumers demand different types of currencies for sending and receiving, and so we have to fulfill those needs. And so we have an amazing foreign currency management office. I think our treasury management systems are second to none. I think our settlement capabilities are second to none. But it involves a lot of individualized management of thousands of bank accounts around the world, and so buying and selling foreign currencies, similar to moving money, can be inefficient. And so again, this blockchain technology with the XRapid platform that Ripple provides really begins to simplify that process and allows us to put the right amount of foreign currency in the right account on a more real-time, on-demand basis as we see the consumer flows and the consumer demand going through. So it's really, really compelling.
So your new partner, literally, Ripple, is this technology proprietary, or is this being used by other companies, and you guys are sort of catching up with them?
Yeah, I mean, I think that Ripple has been doing a great job the last several years, really going out and looking to work with a bunch of banks. I mean, their real competitive ideology on XRapid, as it were, would be to compete with SWIFT today, right, which does a lot of the global banking, correspondent cross-border banking transactions. And so they think that, XRP, RippleNet, as they call it, kind of their global network of financial institutions, will begin to use this platform more and more. And I agree with that. I think at this point in time, however, a lot of those guys are doing what we did about a year and a half ago, which is, they're in pilot mode, they're testing. And what we're about to do is really, move this forward in a very large, tangible way. We think it's got some great potential for us. And so, they have a broader vision in mind. So no, there's others on the network, and I think that benefits us as well, because the more financial institutions that are linked into the network, it just gives us more access to more partners. And so it's obviously part of what they need to be doing as their own company. I think their investment in us, I think shows again that it takes a very long time to expand and grow into a number of countries and really scale. And so this is, for them, a way to kind of leapfrog that, partner with a company that drives a lot of liquidity. So,
wow, guys, honestly, music to my ears, because when I first entered into the XRP ecosystem, literally nobody publicly said they wanted to use XRP. And now MoneyGram stating that clearly a lot of their banks and a lot of their financial institutions are using this technology, and they're going to move forward with XRP in a very large way. Guys, man, this news just keeps getting better and better, and I can't wait to hear more from MoneyGram on specifically, how much volume they're pushing through, how much money they're saving, more things like that. And also, guys, keep in mind, this is only just one remittance company of hundreds of different major institutions that Ripple is working with. Guys, music to my ears. All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in the video today. Really do appreciate it. Make sure you do smash the like, subscribe, check the links in the description if you do want to support the channel. Make sure you hit those post notifications so you never miss a video stream. And as always, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I swear, if I hear still 40 cents, I'm going to freaking lose a gasket. No, I'm just kidding, guys. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next one.